Welcome to episode 48. As you can see, Craig Patterson was unhappy with how the Packers treated him and kind of forgot about him. So, excuse me. They have now hired a new coach, Singer here. He's a power run with the Tampa 2 defense. I have no idea how this is going to go. It is completely Daniel Singer. It's completely a guesstimate. I don't know anything about it, but why not? So we had our Super Bowl, and I think I can tell you who the winner was in a minute. Second year in a row, Dylan Gunn was the MVP of the league, and Craig Patterson, the former Packers coach, because I'm stupid, was the coach of the year. Last year, the Bills played the Panthers in the Super Bowl, and the Panthers lost. This year, the Panthers played the Browns. And, you know what? We can just look at the news. I'm sure the news will tell us. Let's see what the news says. Jerry Richardson of the Panthers, that's funny too, won his Trump. Oh, look at that! Carolina Panthers will bring home the Lombardi Trophy after beating the Browns 28-7. Good job for Jerry Richardson, who I'm sure just sold the Panthers because he had some issues. So there we go. The Panthers. I'm just gonna mark this down on my little sheet here. Panthers and the Browns made it to the Super Bowl, but they lost. Better than us. We did really terrible. You can see our defense and offense kind of stayed pretty much the same with the people who are no longer. Oh, I guess the season isn't over yet, or an off season. We get one last chance. Let's look at the schedule. League schedule, the Super Bowl. I know it's kind of weird. Because some players will be gone. Cam Newton dominated. Colby Mosley. Wow. I mean, that's all you probably have to see. Calvin Benjamin had a big game. No other buddy did. Ew, it was lopsided, that's for sure. Let's see. Any sacks? Mike Daniels. Mike Daniels was in the Super Bowl. Nice job, Mike Daniels. Trey Boston got an interception. There you go, that's the Super Bowl. We're going to go quickly to our last chance for just take a quick look here. That's our punter. Sims Rodriguez, and our punter. I'm not going to resign Sims, but I am going to resign our punter. That's a 3-year. Yeah, that's gravy. Alright guys, I'm going to take care of this. Well, due to salary cap rose and everything else, can't sign him. I don't have any salary cap. So we're going to have to draft a punter. None of those people matter on there because I don't have salary cap. It's just been one of them days. No coach, no that. That's transactions. We want to look at the retired list. For the NFL, let's go. Retired. Trenton. Greg Olson retired. Josh Norman. Phil Rivers. Michael Bennett. Ben Roethlisberger. Antonio Brown. Clay Matthews. Clay Matthews and Jordy Nelson finished their careers as Packers. Morgan Burnett. He retired. Traded him away and he retired. Everson Griffin. Cliff Averill retires. Trent Williams. Let's see. Devin McCourty. Brian Colquitt, the punter. Golden Tate didn't even have a job. I didn't even know that. Brandon Graham, Damian Harris, Chaos Campbell, Doug Martin, AJ Green, John Fox, and Bruce Arians. That's why our coach moved over to... That sucks. So players do move around. Left end, a outside linebacker, DT. Left outside linebacker to left end. So they are smart enough to figure out when players slow down to move them. Huh, that's good to see. I like to see that. So there we go. That was our Super Bowl. And now, welcome to the off season. 2022 off season. New coach. Aaron Rodgers didn't retire, I hope. Nope, he's going to be playing one more year, it looks like. We'll go to stats and we'll look again at the retirement list. Not stats. Transactions. Sometimes more people retire. Doesn't look like that list has changed, so we're going to have another year of Aaron Rodgers and a power running offense, since that's probably good for Aaron Rodgers. Take the pressure off of him. We have no salary cap available. Ooh. Oh my goodness. JJ Watt is available. And Terry Poe is available. Cam Chancellor is still an 87, huh? Move him to linebacker. Bet he's pretty phenomenal. So many good players to not be able to sign. Let's take a look at our team salaries and cap savings for cutting them. Aaron Rodgers, Randall Cobb, Corey Linsley, the rest of these are just not really worth it. It's the top ones here. Randall Cobb and Corey Linsley. You can save ups. Ooh boy. That's some things to think about. Wasn't really thinking about cutting either of these players, but might be worth it. Alright, I got some thinking to do. Fun part about the game, the old players getting older. So we got Randall Cobb getting older. None of these are his speed. So carries, spectacular catch, spin movies, that's not going to break away as much. Haha, Clinton Dix. Press, hit power, man coverage, pursuit. Nothing on the speed. Aaron Rodgers, stiff arm injury, that's no big deal. Exclusiveness. Elusiveness. I was like, wait, what? Nothing big there. Damaris Randall, Black Shed. I don't think any of them show. Oh yeah, there we go. Quentin Rollins is down to a 83 because of his speed. Here's me getting into the speed again, but TJ Lang, strength went down 2 points. Impact blocking 2 points. Alex Beck, Safety Shredder, Corey Linsley. He's actually probably the less. The Devontae Adams to clear up, or Randall Cobb to clear up salary. I think I have to do that. Brady Gropog down 2 points for getting older. I think I have to do that. clear up salary, and then look at some free agents to pick up. I guess. It's the last year of Aaron Rodgers. His contract will be up. I don't know what I'm going to do about that one yet. Ugh. Being a GM is hard. Right, guys. Yes, I cut Corey Linsley and moved Buck Gruber to the center position, and Alex Brock is going to play the left guard position. I'm going to keep Randall Cobb. No one wanted to trade for him. I just don't want to cut him. Just personal whatever. I like Randall Cobb. So, and I just threw out 2 contract offers to some former Seahawks to taint them with the Packers way, and Cam Chancellor accepted the contract. So I have a 34-year-old safety. My defense here, who's an 87 overall, but he's out for 5 more weeks. I didn't realize he was an 87. I thought he was a 78. So that's pretty nice. And speed's a little scary. I don't know. I'm trying not to freak out about speed, but it freaks me out. So we'll see what we do with him. Let's go to. I have $1.6 million left for signing free agents. I have a bid with Richard Sherman here. We got $2 million of cap room. Something like a $2 million deal. We'll make it more bonus. I don't think that matters, but we're gonna make a $2 million deal here. $2 million even. See what he says. Will you come to the dark side? Just to sit on a bench. 31 point total bid. It's funny. It's funny. Maybe I overpaid for Cam Chancellor. I don't know. I'm starting my table of players. Here's what I got for watches right now. Pretty done on my first rounders. Since, you know, I only have one in the 27th. So we'll start looking at some later round stuff now. A 2, a 6, a 7, and some undrafteds. Here's a 3. So, yeah, we definitely need to work on that, because we have 3 2s, 1 3, no 4s, lots of 6s. So I need to pick up, how many more players can I look at? 15 more, so they got to be in the 2nd and 6th round. Guys, we got a new player on the team. Richard Sherman has decided to join, another Seahawk, to teach the youngins how to play corner. Automatically my best corner at 33 years old. So, and I got a trade offer for Kenny Clark. He's only 26 years old. Look at this year's draft, because that's in a little bit here. 4th round. This is for next year. 4th round this year. You know, I'm gonna pull my Kenny Clark offer, because it's just a little thin on the defensive line without him. So sorry. Changed my mind. He's my backup. Decline these offers. Okay, bye. Alright, so here's what happened. Coach Patterson came up to the owner, Brett Starr, and said, Brett, my contract's up this year, and I like to be the general manager. I like to replace Squaller as the general manager. And Brett Starr wouldn't have any of that. He said, you know, if you would have won a couple of Super Bowls, maybe you could have replaced Brett Starr as the general manager and done both duties, kind of like, you know, Mike Sherman did. But since you didn't win any Super Bowls, and your playoff record wasn't. Let's see, his playoff record. Hold on one second. I'll tell you in a split second here. He had 4 wins and 5 losses in the 6 years he was with us. So just not, it was below 500. So yeah, so that's how that conversation went. And Coach Patterson said, "Well, fine, that's it then. I'm gonna go play for a division rival," and he signed a contract with the Detroit Lions, trying to stick it to the Packers and Brett Starr. But we're gonna show them. View Squalor is gonna have a great draft, and it's gonna be great. So this is my 30 players as the rule. I went heavy in the first round for some reason, selecting 7 players, 8, 9 of the top prospects are in the first round. I have the 27th pick overall, so hopefully I get someone in the first round that I selected. Let's see, we got a couple of 2s for our 3-2 rounds, and yeah, we struggled a little bit. I won't lie. We need a punter, so there's our punter that we're gonna be kicking. It's gonna be drafting. So that is our board of 30 that we watched, and I'm gonna draft this guy because, if available, he's supposed to be a 4th round. I don't have a 4th round pick, but because he skipped the combine, it'd be kind of funny just to try him out, see what he's like, and hopefully we get some good draft picks in here because we're gonna need it. And so, since we're testing out how important speed is, we picked up 2 new players on defense. Cam Chancellor, who is an 87, and he's going to be out for 4 more weeks. And then Richard Sherman, who is our best corner with 79 speed and being 33 years old. If he gets burnt a lot and I got to bench him, it's not that big of a deal, but I thought I'd give it a shot. Hello guys, and welcome to the 2022 NFL Draft. I'm your host, BU Squalor, who's also the general manager of the Packers, so that doesn't make any sense, but hey, here we go. We're going to do the draft. I have made my draft board up with the top 32 picks and then all my picks below it. The last player on my board is ranked 342nd. It'd be fun to do the entire draft one time, but that would just take days. So the Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. I expect them to take Trey Bond, a halfback. He seems to be the consensus number 1 pick. This draft class in the top 10 seems very old. And no, they take a left tackle in the first round, 24-year-old Neron McGriff. That's amazing. And as a shocker, the Texans take the other top left tackle. So 2 left tackles taken in the beginning of the draft. The Raiders are now on the clock. I did not expect that. I thought that the halfback would go. So maybe the Raiders will pick the halfback. I have no idea now. It's so hard to tell. No, they took a wide receiver. They took the number 5 pick. Number 5 on the board for the Raiders with the 3rd pick overall. Minnesota's on the board. They probably need a running back, I'm guessing. Nope, they take the right outside linebacker, the 7th player on the board for the Vikings. 23 years old, 7.54 combined. This looks very solid. Right outside linebacker. There we go. That is a different halfback. That is the number 1 halfback, Trey Bond, is falling in the draft. With the 5th pick, they take the 8th player. That was the Dolphins. Amazing. And the Bucks take another left tackle. That's the third left tackle in the top 10, 6th overall, with the 6th pick for the Bucks. A safe draft pick. And now Denver's on the clock. Middle linebacker Marvin Swilling, the 12th overall, taken 7th by the Broncos. The 23-year-old with a 7.2 combine. This draft class seems very old. I think I said that already once before. Strong safety, this is the one that I was interested in for being a 21-year-old with a 7.1. He was 4th on the board, taken 8th by the 49ers. Might have been a good pick for the 49ers. I messed with the sliders, and I'm going to discuss that later. There we go. Trey Bond has now come off the board, 9th to the Chiefs. It should be an interesting review to see if he was a good one. He's 23 with a 7.4. He's very athletic. One of the more athletic players in the draft, but not the most athletic. A wide receiver goes off the board. The 16th player on the board, taken 10th by the Bills. Patriots are on the board. A quarterback. The 9th quarterback on the draft, a 23-year-old. Dustin Hawk, taken 11th by the Patriots. The Pats. And now Arizona is on the board. Alright, this is one of the players I scouted, a 23-year-old, the most athletic player in the top 32, DeMarcus Avant. 12th overall, 10th on the board by the Cards. Should be an interesting one to look at. Another right outside linebacker goes. It was another one that I scouted, 22 with a 7.3 combine to the Rams. 13th on the board, selected 13th. And we're going to stop the episode here. Thanks for watching. Just before the Nemesis Lions, who stole our head coach, draft with the 15 pick overall. The Eagles took Zarzario Shepard, 18th on the board with the 14th pick. Thanks for watching. BU Squaller signing off.